Happy New Year, guys! It's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today's video is part of a brand new hop, my first hop for 2024. This is the Spellbinders January 24 Clubs, or hashtag Spellbinders JAN 24 Clubs hop that is put on by my buddy Lynn. This is not an official Spellbinders hop, but it is something that we're going to try to do every month, so it's going to be super fun, which means that the January club kits are open. So what I'm doing for my video today is I grabbed out the clear stamp and die of the month, and I'm just doing some stamping and heat embossing over some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, because I absolutely love that dark black line that I get for all of my images, and I love that little raised edge that the embossing does. Makes coloring everything up so pretty, or you don't have to color it, but that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm just doing up actually a couple of panels. There is this big I don't know, part of a frame kind of thing. It's got flowers and bees and is so stinking cute. So I'm putting it on the top and the bottom. I'll be doing it on both sides of my panel and then coloring the whole thing up. One of my goals for 2024 is to grab out a lot of the supplies that I've got in my stash, just like you guys do, that I really don't use all that much. I do some coloring, but I don't do a lot, and it's been a while since I've actually colored the entire background of a card. So that's what I'm going to do here. I pulled out one of my dark blue inks. I do have to go back and refill most of my markers, but this one still was nice and juicy. And I'm coloring outside of all of those images in this pretty blue. I'm going to go through and do the entire card like that. After finishing up the blue, I thought, you know, I like the white look, but I kind of want to add some color to the flowers and everything too. So I'm adding some pink to some of the flowers. I'm actually going to go in and use different colors for basically everything. I've got some pinks and some yellows, and then of course green for the leaves, and yellow of course for our cute little bees. I even added in a little bit of red for some of the smaller flowers. Once all the coloring is done, and you don't actually have to do this, I'm trimming the panel down to just outside of those flowers. And the reason for that is I like to have a white border when I put my card down onto a card base. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trimming off those edges, and it's going to bring it in just a little bit. So it's going to be a 4 by 5 and 4x5 1/4 panel that's going to go on my typical A2 size card base. Okay, when it comes to our cards, who doesn't love cute little bees? So there is a bee stamp, and there's coordinating dies, guys. So I stamped out a bunch and some additional flowers and die cut all these little goodies out, and then I popped them up on some foam onto my card. Something else that I'm wanting to do this year is try to finish the inside of my cards too. Now, since I've got a bunch of those little bees, I thought, yeah, maybe I can put some of those on the inside. I'm starting off though with just some washi tape and lining it up at the bottom to basically mask off where I can color an additional line that's going to match the front. So I'm just going to use my markers for this, but I did want to have a crisp, clean line. It kind of sort of worked. For the sentiment on the outside of the card, I used that same VersaFine Clair Nocturne and heat embossed, but on the inside, I'm just going to use my suede shoes, which pretty much matches the ink that I'm using for that line, to stamp out another one of the sentiments. Then I'm just going to add in a couple of those bees and one of the little flowers. As a final touch to the outside, I grabbed out another thing I don't use very often, my Spectrum Noir Glitter Shimmer. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's got shimmery, glittery stuff in it. Anyway, I'm adding some of that to the bee's wings and just adding a little scattering of some little dots all over the back of my card. I think this card just turned out so pretty, and Yeah, I am basically ready for some springtime card making and crafting. I can't wait to see what the other folks have got in mind. So I'm going to be hopping along with you guys to the rest of the hop. Be sure to check out the next person in the lineup. It's going to be down in my description. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.